Hello everybody, this is Brian.
And this is Janet.
Welcome to the March edition of
Around the Lake. This is a video lineup of what's going on here in Mount Dora, and it's a beautiful day, like it always is here in Mount Dora. We are downtown on the corner of 4th and Alexander in front of this house here.
Historic house, in fact.
A lot of people probably don't know that. They walk by it every day.
Mount Dora has a lot of noteworthy historic homes. So we have put together a historic walking tour, and in conjunction with the City of Mount Dora CRA District, they've created this beautiful walking map.
Here's the problem. When you download the map, it turns out to be this tiny little map with these tiny little squares. And even with my glasses, with my holder, by the way, that I got at the Mount Dora Craft Fair last year, handmade. Anyways, that's another story. It's hard to read it. So, Brian helped develop a walking tour that's voice activated.
And it's very cool. We've been down here messing around with it. And the app is free. You can get it now at Google Play or the Apple Store. And it's called Districts. D-I-S-T-R-X. So all you have to do is search that. Come right up, install it on your phone, and you're off and running. And what's nice about it, Janet, is that when you go to the walking tour and you press start.
Nutter House was built in 1910. One of Mount Dora's oldest houses, this well-preserved frame two-story home was occupied in...
And this is the voice part for the Child's House, which we're standing in front of.
That's that house.
Kit houses this outstanding example of the arts and crafts bungalow style of architecture.
Isn't that neat?
That is fantastic. I love it.
And in addition to the historic walking tour, we have about 20 merchants that are involved in the application. And in some cases, as you walk by their locations, you'll get pinged and they may be offering something special that day. Happy hour prices, 2-for-1 cupcakes, any number of incentives to bring you down here to take this walking tour.
Just love
that, of course, is the old train depot.
Yep.
And the one you were looking at, the yellow, that's the old post office.
That is the old
historic.
post office.
So,
it is.
Just
The
trying
yellow.
to match that up with the picture.
and March, of course, is a busy month in Mount Dora. We have a number of high-profile events happening. Of course, the largest one being the 20th annual
Mount Dora Spring Show.
Now, we've moved the date of this event so that it no longer interferes with Easter. So, henceforth, it will permanently be located on the third weekend of March.
Right, so this year it's going to be the weekend before Easter. So, Brian, what do you say we go on this little tour?
Take them around and give them some of the highlights.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are at the Mount Dora Community Building. We refer to it as the Mount Dora Community Building Theater.
Right, and it's one of the stops on the historic walking tour. There's a lot of history behind this building.
In fact, as I announced a couple weeks ago in front of one of the audiences at a show, it was the very day, 80 years ago, that this building was dedicated by President Calvin Coolidge and his wife in ceremony in front of the building.
The Best of Broadway. The music of Andrew Lloyd Webber, starring world-class vocalist and instrumentalist. Songs from 10 of Broadway's biggest shows. Music from Cats, Evita, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Jesus Christ Superstar, Sunset Boulevard, Phantom of the Opera. Don't miss The Best of Broadway, the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
And then Saturday, March 26th, we have a performing arts type of show, a one-man act, The Scribe, starring award-winning actor Paul Pitts. And this is a dramatization of the story of the crucifixion of Christ. He plays the scribe, or the centurion, who becomes converted after experiencing everything that happened surrounding that event. So the night before Easter, very inspirational. Come out and see it.
But you still have to go to church.
That night or the next day.
Right. It's no excuse.
Hello, Amy Beer.
Hi, Brian.
How are you today?
Great.
Wow, what brings you to downtown Mount Dora?
I'm opening up an acupuncture office.
Whoa, pins and needles.
Pins and needles, but it's good. It makes you feel better. And I'm excited to have my office open in the next week.
That's fantastic. So your location will be?
Is 115 East 4th Ave,
Okay.
suite number 204, and it's in the stairs between Wow Factory and Cody's.
That is fantastic.
And I'm really excited to help people feel better.
We wish you the best in that endeavor.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, Amy.
Third window, I'm right above Picnic's Pantry.
Oh, it's talking.
At 535 Donnelly Street, the Donnelly House was built in 1893.
You're just going to have to take the walking tour and find out more and go to all the different locations. One thing that is not on the walking tour is an event that they're going to be holding here. You can buy a ticket and there's going to be a five-course tea, and the money's going to go to a good cause to keep historic buildings like the Donnelly House up and running for the public for the future. So we've ended up appropriately in Sunset Park in front of the chamber, and this is where the March Taste in Mount Dora happens, sponsored by the chamber.
That's right. And it involves most of the restaurants in Mount Dora and some in the surrounding area.
This year it's a beach
theme.
Beach
So wear your
theme.
flip-flops, come casual. And it's
Sarong.
also casino night, so you'll get a chance to try your hand at the craps table or any other number of games.
And there'll be a lot of donated items there that you can bid on. We picked up some nice tickets overnight to a vacation rental
That's
on the
right.
coast. That was awesome, and went to a good cause. So
And
come on out.
Further in the background is the historic Lakeside Inn, Florida's longest operating hotel.
And also on the walking tour.
That's right. It's also on the walking tour. And it is the host of the Florida Storytelling Festival. And that happens at the end of the month and the first couple of days in April.
They're dynamic speakers. It's not like sitting around and listening to Uncle Jim talk about
True
the
artists
old
and
days.
storytellers.
Yeah, true storytellers, art.
Well, that about sums up March.
It does.
For anything that we've left out, you can go to whattodoinmountdora.com, check the event calendar.
That's right. And thank you to Visit Mount Dora for sponsoring Around the Lake. You can sign up for our newsletter and see what's going on at winmountdora.com. Make sure you come on out. The weather is beautiful. Check out the spring show. And until April, this is Janet.
Brian.
We'll see you around the lake. If you put that unicorn head on, I will guarantee I'll put you on here. Now run across the street. Run. Go on. Go.